What's up, U.S. Roundtablers? It's a new year, and it's the same crew. We back for another episode of U.S. Roundtable with your boy, the three-pointer, Trip Jeezy, Trip J. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? All right. But you know, I'm never alone. I got my family with me. What's up, Khadijah, everybody's favorite millennial. What's up?
Hello, hello. Nothing much. Another day, new year. It's kind of weird.
New year, new hair for you.
Right.
That's right.
I guess so, huh?
We gonna get on that. And then we got Petee G, you know what I'm saying? The polite pimp.
Yo. Happy New Year. Welcome back, everybody.
The polite pimp with the pinky ring.
That's right. That's right now.
That's right. And Travesty Ya Majesty.
Yo, go Giants.
That's right, baby. NYGs, baby. So what's up, man? How was everybody's New Year?
Let me tell you, I was sick. I was sick for the New Year. I was sick for the all the holidays. Wasn't COVID, but I was under deep. I'm just coming out of it now. I'm still hacking.
Well, I can hear you sound congested.
Yeah. And then on top of that, in my weakened condition, I had to move things all over the house for the wife. So,
damn, she still made you do honeydews?
Yeah.
And he only got one leg.
Yep.
But he does it.
What you do over the holidays, Khadijah?
Work.
That sucked.
No, I worked all weekend. The entire holiday, Eve, the day. I was definitely hung over New Year's Day at work, but no, I was at work. So for the most part, stayed in the house and had me a little party, my own personal party.
Okay. By yourself?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, 2 friends came over, but it was mostly just me. I mean, I guess this is what adults.
2 friends came over, but it was mostly just her. I guess that's millennial language. I don't know.
Anyway, Travis, what you do?
Me, man, let's see. What did I do? New Year's night. I can't even remember now. That's almost 2 weeks now. But I remember I stayed up late. I did watch the ball drop, but I didn't turn on the ball drop until 5 minutes before it actually dropped. And then after that, I think I watched some Netflix for the rest of the night till I fell asleep. And that's all I did that night. You know, it was nothing special. Went back to work, whatever. Then, of course, I had to go out of town for my friend's mom's funeral, which was just last week. So I just got back from that 2 days ago. And yeah, here I am, New Year.
Well, I had 10 whole days off from work.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
I did absolutely Nathaniel Jackson. I got so much sleep and nothing. I mean, half of them days, I never left the house. I was lazy. You know, we went to the mall, did a little shopping and whatnot. But for the most part, I got a bunch of rest. And that's what I needed. Because, you know what I'm saying, getting old and your boy got plantar fasciitis, man.
Oh, yeah, bottom of the foot. That's brutal. Yeah.
Man.
Whoa. What is that? I've never heard of that. What is it called?
You don't want it.
What is it, a sore foot?
No, see, like, okay, this is your foot, right? And your Achilles tendon
I know what that is.
All of one is one in your foot and at the bottom here. So like if it gets real tight, If your foot is flat
it tenses up.
Or you're fat, like me, you know, I'm semi-mildly fat and I got flat feet. It tightens up, and when it causes extreme pain in your arch and your heel. So you have to do stretches. You have to warm up. So I have to do like this with my foot. I got stretching routines that my doctor gave me. I got a doohickey dude that I'm supposed to sleep with, but it hurts. So anybody out there that has plantar fasciitis, my best bet is to get you one of them wraps, a frozen bottle of water, and just roll your foot over it. That's what that helps me. but
Oh, man,
also
that
it
sounds
stops
painful.
my wife from making me do a lot of walking.
Yeah.
Because she loves to walk, and I'm like, nah. Okay.
How with those flat feet?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Hold on. Look,
you
look,
know
look.
what?
Look. You see that right there?
Yeah, that's the boot.
That's
the
your
boot
foot?
right
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my foot, and
Oh,
that's what I'm
man.
supposed to sleep
It look
in.
like a Terminator or something.
And it keeps my foot stretched,
there. Mm.
but that sucker hurt. I'm like, nah. So it's sitting on the side of the bed. My insurance paid for it, so it was free. But I
Yeah.
do have $50 inserts in my shoe that I wear every day, and I even take a bite out of them because $50 is $50. I'm gonna make sure I spend my $50. I make use of my inserts. But other than that,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'm trying to stay healthy. I finally took down my Christmas decorations.
Oh, yeah. About time. That's
But
good, I guess.
Well, they're
Yeah,
supposed to stay up. They're supposed to stay up for the 12 days, right?
I don't. Well, what is this? The 11th?
Well, today's the 11th, right?
It's
Yeah.
definitely over 12 days. So
Yeah. So we took them down Friday. I mean, I actually put them up in the attic by myself, and I was sweating like R. Kelly at a Girl Scout meeting because it was. I mean, sweat profusely. I'm like, why am I sweating so much? I'm really not doing nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Just because you semi-mildly fat, you sweat. And I got to get in the gym, Jim's barbecue and pizza. I ain't going to no gym. My wife want me to work out. I can't do it. I just can't do it. You know, I do the fat people exercise in my chair. I saw that on TikTok.
you know, the plantar fasciitis boot that you have there, no one wears it because I have a lot of friends. They all say the same thing. I got this boot. I'm supposed to wear it, but I never wear it. My father had it. He didn't wear it. He went out and bought orthotics, and he's like, I got orthotics. Good enough for me.
Yeah. My friend, he has this wrap, and I have to call him because it goes over your foot and it wraps around. And I mean, it's just, it gives some good support. And I was like, yeah, I need that. And I forgot to take a picture of it. I tried to find it on Amazon, and I bought some ankle wrap, and I returned it. I'm like, nah.
What about that copper fit sock or whatever they have there?
I have compression socks.
Yeah.
But I think my wife bought them too small because I struggle to get them on.
Yeah,
And
cut off the circulation to everything else.
when they feel good when I get them on, but it takes forever for me to get them on because I got a little stomach there, Travis. I got a little stomach, and then I got to bend
some
over.
weight since I've last seen you in person.
And when you fat, you got to hold your breath to reach your and I damn near pass out. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this last week, but we pushed the show to today. I want to get your thoughts on is the whole Skip Bayless thing and the Damar Hamlin. I have to get, if you don't know Khadijah, I'll fill you in. If you do, then chime in. I need to know everybody's thought.
You're gonna have to fill me in
on his tweets.
Go ahead, Trip. Go ahead, give it a rundown.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what happened. Last Monday, football player Damar Hamlin, he made a tackle, and the guy lowered his shoulder, and he hit him right in his heart. And at the exact time, he suffered what they call cardio something commodio. Anyway,
basically, it was a heart attack.
Pretty much, I mean, it's rare. He hit him right when his heart was beating, and Buddy got up and fell out, and they had to give him CPR on the field. And that has never happened in the NFL. And so Skip Bayless from Undisputed with Shannon Sharp, he tweeted a series of tweets. You know, his first tweet was concerned about Damar Hamlin, pretty much saying he don't know what happened, but he's never seen anything like this NFL game. He praying for him. Then his next tweet, he goes on to say, you know, what people are thinking. You know, like the NFL they're going, you know what I'm saying? More than likely, they're going to cancel this game and reschedule it due to the fact that at the end of the season, and this game has so much implication to the playoff seeding. And then ended his tweet with, you know, but all of this now seems irrelevant, meaning that the man's life is more important than this game. And all hell broke loose. I mean, everybody and their mama jumped down this man's throat. Oh, he's so insensitive. He's this and he's that. And he need to be fired. Skip Bayless is a racist. And I'm sitting there now, mind you, I do not like Skip Bayless.
I can't stand Skip Bayless.
I don't like him at all. But I read his tweet 3 times. Because the first time I was ready to jump on Twitter and cuss him out. The second time, I read it again, and I was like, hold on, let me read it one more time so that my reading comprehension, that's the word of the day, ladies and gentlemen, reading comprehension kicked in. And then I went back to his earlier tweets, and I was like, oh, I get what he's saying. But everybody else, all they kept talking about was that one tweet, and the fact that he mentioned the game, they thought that, oh, he cares more about the game than this young man's life who's getting CPR on the field. And I've been on social media for the past week and a half talking about reading comprehension. Reading comprehension. If you're going to talk about one tweet, put up all his tweets that were in order and read all of them.
Okay.
And if you still come up with that conclusion, you are an idiot. Plain and simple. But
see, I usually don't watch him because I usually watch First Take with Stephen A. and them. But that's the thing. I was wondering what he said because everyone was talking about he was all insensitive and not caring about Hamlin and stuff like that. And I thought he said something real jacked up, like the way they was making it sound is like he was like, F him, they need to reschedule this game. And I didn't know. So, and I still didn't see the tweets. So if the tweets are saying what you said he said, and it was just in reaction to what is the NFL going to do at this point, then I see nothing wrong with that. Because they was doing the same thing on ESPN with First Take.
They did the same thing on ESPN.
Yeah, they talked about it, and they was like, what's his name? Mad Dog, rah, 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 you know him. And he was saying, okay, now how they brought it up. They was like, so how do you think the NFL is going to proceed with this game since, it was the battle for first seed? And it was no big deal. So I thought Skip might have said something derogatory towards Hamlin. So that's not the case, you're saying. All he did was mention exactly what he was thinking the NFL should do or what they was going to do. And that's it? Because if that's it,
and said all of that now is irrelevant. But they're like, oh, he tried to clean it up at the end. And basically, it's the messenger. He could have said, they don't care. Nobody, people don't like him. So if you got somebody that a lot of people don't like, and they put a message out there, and if they can perceive just a bit of it to be negative, they're gonna jump on them. And I wanted to, but after I read it, I was like, hold on, how this man gonna pray for this dude and then turn around? Nah, he's talking about this is what the NFL, this is what they're probably going to do. But the fact that this game, and the fact this game means so much to the playoff seeding, but all of this is irrelevant. And you only get like 260 some odd characters on Twitter. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep your thoughts short and sweet.
Now, on the specific show though, live, did he say anything?
Oh, him and Shannon. Well, first of all, the producers called him because he doesn't read responses to his tweets. He just tweets and keep going. He never reads. And his producer said, hey, I think you need to go back and clarify your tweet because people are taking it the wrong way. So he went back on Twitter, and that's when the third tweet came out, and he, explained his previous tweet to people, and they were like, oh, you just trying to clean it up. And I'm just like, please, God. So next day, I don't watch the show either because I be at work when they come on, and Shannon Sharp wasn't there, and
because they had a previous fallout from what I remember. So
so
I just gotta say this. I find it amazing that they postponed the game because I remember back in 1991, Mike Utley, it was Detroit Lions
I remember.
Los Angeles Rams. Mike
I
Utley
heard that.
he broke his neck on the field, broken neck, paralyzed to this day. And all they did was they took a knee. Everybody did the team prayer. He was in the stretcher. They took him off, and boom, they started the game.
Dennis Bird on the Jets.
Yeah, and that was
remember that?
Dennis,
that was the year after, I think.
That was Dennis Bird's own player that took him out. Scott Mercereau hit him. I remember that. Yeah. And they just
continued playing. But
Yeah.
I think this was a little different because it was the CPR thing. I guess when you're doing CPR, that's like, is he gonna live? You know what I mean? So even though it was a broken neck and all that kind of stuff, I see what you're saying, Peter, that they continued, but I think it was a little different with this because it was CPR involved and they was trying to resuscitate him and stuff, and they didn't really know, like, is he alive or not right now?
Right. And you know what? I think the NFL has come a long way because broken neck, I would have stopped the game at broken neck. But you know what? Broken neck, that's it. We'll continue this another time. I mean, a broken neck. I think the NFL has come a long way, and I think it's great that they stopped the game. And I think it's even. Yeah. But I also think they should replay the game though. I really think that.
I honestly, I knew they were gonna postpone the game, not cancel it. I knew they were gonna postpone it, but I didn't think they were going to cancel the game. I thought they were gonna reschedule it. But just like Skip asked, I'm like, how? How do you do it this late in the season? You can't. So they went with canceling the game. So, now this whole coin flip, if Buffalo and Kansas City end up in the AFC Championship game,
play in a neutral spot.
They play at a neutral spot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever. But it just goes to show you that when emotions are running high, reading comprehension goes right out the window.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, even Jason Whitlock. And when I tell you, I can't stand that brother. If I ever see that man in public, I got some choice words for him, and I hope he buck. I do not like him, but he even said something, and I was like, oh my God, hell is gonna freeze over thrice, because I agree with Sambo Whitlock. I can't believe it. Cut that out.
Khadijah, our favorite millennial, what are your thoughts on this?
And it's the same thing as always been, media flipping, media or social media, just flipping shit against whoever it is. It's fine. It's nothing to me. It's nothing new. I find it amazing the way you guys are talking about this. Sounds like some reality show situation. I'm into it. I'm about to go get me a snack.
and I said to say, I was like, social media is a good and a bad thing, because it gives you an opportunity, to talk to people, catch up with friends, but then it also gives those to others to hide behind a computer or a smartphone and say whatever the hell they want to with no repercussions. And I'm just like, ooh. Because a lot of the stuff that people say online, things that people say online, they will not say it to somebody's face. But the fact that they got that anonymity, ooh, y'all heard that word? Y'all boy been reading over the New Year anonymity. Boy, I'm smart. I done forgot what the hell I was saying. What I said? Oh, anonymity. So yeah, they can say whatever they want to.
Yeah.
Oh, a cat.
Well, that's the problem with but you made an excellent point about Twitter, and especially when emotions run high. When emotions run high, people get what's known as selective reading, and they're gonna pick out anything that'll set them off even more, even though they don't read everything completely. It's true.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
In real life, I have a friend at work who's always trolling people. She can say the bare minimum, and someone will get offended and continue going on in the opposite direction. And it's like, but she didn't even say what you're mad about. If that makes sense.
Oh,
It doesn't make sense, but I'm jealous because you have a cat in your face.
Her over there, and she just keeps coming back.
And you notice I said the word cat.
You like cats in your face, Trip?
Wow.
Or do you like to have your face in cats?
I like the way he was headbutting her.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Shut up, Travis. Oh, nasty ass.
Apparently, we got. I guess this is gonna be the show mascot.
There you go.
Yeah, we don't have a mascot. All right, cool. Khadijah's cat will be the
So
mascot.
mascot.
What's the
What
name
you
of your
doing?
cat?
This one is Boxer because when she was growing up, to just fight bags and stuff. But at this point, I think the other one should be called Boxer because I don't know. She likes to parquet. What is it? Parkour off of shit. Like literally run across the couch, bounce off the wall, and jump onto this cat. Like how does that happen?
Oh, she got the zoomies.
Yeah,
Cat life.
ridiculous. Knocking
No,
my
baby, you
ducks.
got 2 females. You ain't got no boy cats. Boo.
He's that's a story for a different day.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yes, I do. I do have one boy.
Oh,
He's just
Mm.
he's
so how many cats you got? 3?
yeah. And recently, and had a dog, but he got put down like a week or two ago.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That sucks.
Oh.
I went through that in September. I won't go through that again.
Mm.
Now you know one more cat, and you officially the cat lady.
Well, I always joke that I probably end up with a crazy cat lady. So seems like the path.
Well, listen, if you start throwing cats at people like the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons, then I'm really going to be worried about you.
I've never seen that before. A
Yeah,
woman
well,
throwing.
Go ahead and Google crazy cat lady Simpsons and see what you get there.
You know, Simpsons got a habit of predicting. I'm not trying to become, Steve.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Speaking of predicting, here's a little interesting tidbit. Apparently, 60% of all Americans cheat on their spouses or significant others. How about them apples?
Shame, shame, shame.
60% of all Americans.
Well,
And get this. Here's the other thing. Guess this goes out to the entire team. Guess what all cheaters have in common? It's one thing that they all have in common.
is it a cat?
No, it's not a kid.
That's what I was saying. I don't know what that is.
What do they all have in common? Oh, I don't know. You're gonna have to.
I mean, there's a lot of things that can be, but what?
But there's only one specific, and it's kind of it's kind of interesting. All cheaters have in common, they all feel that they're never going to get caught.
Well, I guess that's why they do it. I mean,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But here's the thing now, with technology, you're not safe regardless. I mean, you're really not. People think that just because they're not on Facebook and they're not on, I mean, not that they're not on Facebook, but their profiles aren't showing up on Google or any other search engine. There's a company out there now, and I'm not going to mention the company because they're not giving us a plug. We're not giving them a plug, and they're not giving us
no
a plug.
plug.
But there's a company out there now that literally searches by your first name and your last name, all social media platforms, including, Plenty of Fish, all those other ones, all those other websites for people that are looking to either cheat or hook up, so on and so forth. So, and, of course, for a fee, you can get the report and see what your spouse is doing if you feel your spouse is cheating. So I thought that was a juicy little tidbit to throw out there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gotta go to the old school method and meet them in the frozen food aisle.
That's it. That's it.
Don't meet them online. Just meet them in public and be like, hey, don't
How
take
you
no
doing?
pictures. I'm not gonna dispute that 60% because yeah.
Well, also, there's more. I always believe there's more than one way to cheat. I don't think cheating is just like the physical intimacy.
Well, it all goes back to that case. I can't remember the name, but it was a landmark case where a husband divorced his wife because they were phone sexing and cheating on social media. They never met each other, but they were doing all kinds of crazy things over the phone. And then, of course, emailing each other pictures, So he wound up divorcing her and he won. You know, he's like, my wife's cheating on me mentally with
No,
all
no,
of it.
yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that's almost the same. Well, it's,
So if you do somebody in the butt, that's cheating. I'm just saying, if you can't get them pregnant, is it really cheating?
I mean, it's only cheating if you get caught. I mean, that's the best way to put it.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. I had to ask, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they say, some people say eating ain't cheating. You know, sucking ain't trucking. You know, but I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Women are, yeah, you know, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not trying to upset our women viewers this evening or Khadijah, because, you know, they emotional creatures. You know, you stare at a woman long enough, you cheating. Hold on now. Watch your mouth. I was just looking at the seams in her jeans. You know, making sure she ain't had a string loose. You know.
Oh, we're in trouble after this one.
Oh boy.
But
Yeah,
getting back to what you were asking, Trip, I'm pretty sure anal would be cheating.
oh, okay.
On that,
Well, I'll scratch that one off the list.
Just
All
had to
right.
hear it from you, Pete. Just had to hear it from you. Now it's solidified.
Okay. Khadijah, what about flirting?
What is your intention in that? I mean, if you try to free drink or something, you know, or persuade someone into doing something, then fine. But I really don't understand the point.
Well, okay. Now I'm gonna be completely honest, and I can do this. You notice I ain't got no earplugs in because I'm in the house by myself. She's out getting her wig split. Yeah, her birthday's tomorrow. She want to look good on a plane and in Atlanta or whatever. Blah blah blah. Anyway, I'm flirtatious by nature to the point where I don't even know that I'm doing it. I had a woman that I was dating when I lived in Atlanta. She would always point out when I was flirting with somebody, and I'm like, all I'm doing is talking. I said, but it's the way you're talking, the way you're talking to them, you know, what you're saying. And I'm like, I'm just being friendly, you know, but I'm flirtatious by nature. And a lot of times, when I say a lot, I'm talking about 99.9999% of the time, I'm just practicing. You know, you got to keep your gun well oiled because you never know when you may have to use it. You know what I'm saying? You get rusty and you get out here and you be living single and you be getting ran over and everything. You know what I'm saying? Just keep, you know, be like, yeah, I could have had that. I'm out. I'm too old. I ain't got time for that.
Right.
I like to make people laugh. And in my head, you know, I'll be like, yeah, I could have got that. And keep going.
Well, you know, I've been accused of being overly friendly. That, you know, I've been accused of that.
Well, you're the polite pimp.
That's what I'm saying. But you know, I feel just like the same thing, Trip. I mean, I don't know that I'm doing it. I'm just being overly friendly. You know?
Yeah, I'm just being me. I don't want nothing from it. I'll sit there and compliment a woman and make her laugh and burn out. Be like, deuces, I'm out. I ain't got time. Especially with social media today, I ain't got time to get caught cheating. I ain't never got caught before. You can edit that out. You can edit that out. No, you don't. Leave it in.
Well, well, listen. Even in my younger days, I never did. I was always too afraid of the repercussions that could happen. You know, because hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn. I'm a firm believer in that. Seriously.
Okay. Well, let me clarify. When I've been in a committed relationship, you know, like when it's just me and her, nah. But like
me and you.
If the woman thought we were in a relationship, that's on her, you know.
Now you're talking.
You know, that was we never agreed on. She just thought we were in a relationship, but you know, I had others that I was seeing. Is that cheating? No,
If
because
it's not committed, no, no way. If you're not committed to it, there's no commitment there now. I mean, because you know, she might be out there playing the field too. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I could retract that statement I made earlier. So if I'm not in a committed relationship and I said and it wasn't cheating, I just never got caught dipping.
You get, you just have to make sure what's in her mind. If she's
Okay.
there, like
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah, she might think that it's a committed
See,
relationship.
y'all, thank you. Y'all done cleared something up for me. You know, I thought back in my single days that I was a serial cheater. No, I was just a whore.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to revisit this one because I've gone through too much in the past. I don't know, like it feels like a year. I don't know to speak on any rules these days. Millennials got crazy. No.
Millennials are jumping around now. I mean, millennial. You know, my kids are millennials, and they're jumping around. You know, it's unreal. It's frightening, actually.
Yeah.
And-
So when I get clarification for myself on what the rules on these days, I'm gonna come back to this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Well-
get the clarification because the rules today
Yeah.
are totally different than
Are there any?
way back.
Well, Khadijah,
Yeah.
let me ask you, Khadijah, let me ask you this.
Any questions, please?
Well, no, I want.
Okay, good.
Have you ever been caught up? Have you ever been caught up where you had in your mind that it was a committed, exclusive relationship, and yeah, that person was running around because they didn't know?
Or vice versa. They could have been thinking
You-
that, and you were the one that was like, "What you talking about now?" You know.
Nah, I've never had that situation. Until someone actually asks me the question, I'm just gonna mind my business and do me.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Do they still ask, will you be my girlfriend or is it, how do they do it now?
I don't know. This is why it's so complicated. My last relationship was like 5-6 years. So
Wow.
that's why I'm so quiet.
I don't even. I wouldn't even know where to. If I wound up becoming single tomorrow, I wouldn't even know how to start. I wouldn't.
Oh, really?
Maybe I would probably hand them a business card. Hey, give me a call.
Oh,
Yeah.
gee. Oh.
When I tell you, if I wake up single in tomorrow in 2 days, Petey, we right there together.
Yeah,
Because I sit there and be like, okay, now what am I supposed to do now?
I wouldn't even. Seriously, I would. I'll tell you what.
I'm so stuck in my ways
Yeah, yeah.
that only my wife will deal with me. Period. I don't think there's another woman on this planet that will deal with my BS except for her. So if this marriage was to end, 1-800-dial-a-hole. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pay for it. Cause
My
ain't nobody gonna deal with me except for my wife. That's why I ain't never getting a divorce.
I mean,
When I said I do, I meant it. I do for life, forever. So she stuck with me and my bad feet.
You know what, Trip? If it were to happen tomorrow, we would have to go to the produce aisle. We would have to start there.
You
That's
know,
I
I'm good at flirting. It's just that, you know what I'm saying? I can get to the basket. I just can't finish. I be missing layups like a mug, boy. So nah, I'm staying married. Forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
Khadijah,
Khadijah.
you ain't got to worry about this. You got many years
Yeah.
to do
She's the
you
one.
and get it right.
But well, Khadijah, let me ask you this. I mean, are you dealing with a lot of flirtation now? Like, you know, at the job, or when you walk around? I mean, you dealing with a lot of that?
Depends on what I look like.
You have many faces.
Yeah. It definitely depends. But for myself, I kind of easily either shut it down or lead the conversation in a different direction because it's just nothing I want at the moment.
Oh.
And it's like, why play the game? Like I have this guy that I go outside and smoke cigarettes, and they're working across the street. It's a construction site, and it's usually the construction workers while I'm at work.
Oh,
That
it
is my
always
big
is.
like if this guy I have a number and I'm like, no, I'm good, but have a good day. So he starts signing with his hands his phone number, and I'm just like, I can't. I like, didn't I just tell you?
Oh, that's a good idea. All right, so he's signing. All right, that's interesting. So he's
Putting the number with his fingers,
Three,
like
four,
my number. If I can't. Like, man,
Wow.
look.
That's ingenious. I did that on I-20 years ago.
Mhm.
Riding in the car, and I'm like, and she called right then and there, and I was like, gotcha.
That's funny.
It was, just quick thinking, because ain't no pull over. Just here's my number, call me.
Wow.
Well, I could say it definitely depends on the demographic you're in. No doubt about that. If you're down in Miami, you can just say hello, and it's that night you get in action. Telling you. Up in New York, if you even look at somebody the wrong way, forget it.
Oh yeah, what you looking at? You know what I mean?
You could I mean, literally, if you just do a quick glance at someone in New York City, immediately, look at him. He's looking at me now. Or you got the other thing. You look at somebody. Oh, look, he glanced at me. He wants me. Yep, he wants me. I've seen that a million times.
Well, that's something I hate. I think that's what gets me in trouble the most is that I don't ever, to be honest, like assume that a guy is trying to hit on me or get my number or something. And sometimes that can just go totally left. Like when you don't assume, you end up in the worst trouble.
Yeah, because they'll keep staring. Yeah, I mean, literally, I saw it. I literally glanced at this woman. I just glanced off. Not even. She came on the train, and literally, I listed a glance, and she just immediately rolled her eyes. Ugh. And she said, "You could tell he wants me." I was about to get up and really, really make a scene, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to bother. I'm not. Why? Because then I'm even going to be more wrong for getting up and making a scene. But the nerve, unreal. I didn't want her ass. Unreal.
You should have
Problem.
told her.
I don't see a reason to be mean to a person, but that smile sometimes can just like, fuck, why did I even smile?
If you smile at a dude, he coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
sure is. He sure is.
You're opening the door. You're opening the door, Khadijah.
I had a rule.
No, but
I had
that's
a rule.
like I'll keep headphones in my ear. Nothing will be playing, but my headphones are in my ear, so no one talks to me.
Unbelievable.
I had the 3-second rule. If you looked at me for 3 seconds, oh, you wanted me, so I came over.
Maybe I like your shirt.
Maybe you liked what? Maybe
I just like the shirt you're wearing. Maybe it's not even about you. I'm looking at your shirt. Look at that.
That's a great way to get out of it, Khadijah. That you know what you could do too. You know what you should do? You should carry some business cards, but phony business cards. And if the guy comes over, hey, I noticed you were staring at me. Hand him a card and say you're an eye doctor. You can help him with his squint. It'll be hilarious. He won't even know how to react.
Now that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, Either that or say you're an orthodontist. I'll help you with your teeth. That'll be even more. I'm like, what?
It becomes borderline creepy sometimes, though, especially because I know I'm more on the younger side. So it's like even when I go out, most people don't think I'm over 21 or at least around 20 something. But these be like older guys, and I'm like, what? Like, what is going through your head?
Oh, dirty old man.
Yeah, Khadijah, that's probably coming next. The dirty old man. That'll be coming next. You'll see.
Don't wish such.
Oh yeah, he'll come up to you. Hey, honey, how you doing? It all
Well,
happens.
she said that's already happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy that always pops up on the train. Like, I don't know what it is. I guess because it's the time that we get out of work and the train that we catch. Every once in a while, at least twice a week, I run into him. He always tries to like go forward with the conversation and whatever. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Sorry, my cat jumped on TV. And it gets weird. And on top of that, we go to the same liquor store. Like, so now I gotta be on the train with you. Then we get off the train, we walk the same direction, and then happen to stop at the same store before going in a different direction.
So so wait a minute, what kind of booze, did you see what kind of booze he bought?
No, because I be trying to get away. I don't think.
But listen, depending on the booze, if he's buying a bottle of Johnny Walker, you know, the guy might have some scratch.
Yeah, I don't want it. Well, come my cats. It's fine.
Wait, Khadijah, what age would you consider a man being a dirty old man versus a middle-aged man?
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
About our age, probably.
Watch your mouth.
Dead.
Be careful with the number you choose.
Wow, it's about that time, guys.
Oh, Dre, you're a dirty old man. That's what she wants to say.
Gotta wrap this
He
up.
doesn't want to say that.
That's what she wants to say.
She said it's about that time. Oh, now you want to wrap up because you don't want to give a number.
Well, before, even though Khadijah's trying to push us to that magic time, we're not near it yet. Khadijah, we'll get you out of the trouble right now, Khadijah. Do you have a millennial report for us?
Oh my
For
God.
the new year?
Stay away from
Yeah,
dirty
but what-
old man.
Why is there porn on Facebook now? Just
Oh,
seems like
Whoa. On
little
Facebook?
Yo,
if y'all are, but I
I think I've been. Never mind.
think you've been what?
Nothing.
no, go ahead.
Nah, because
Much. I go on
I've
Instagram,
been seeing like where
I go on Facebook,
posts
people
on Facebook that's literally basically porn.
Club, or you know,
And-
call someone up like Trip said. You just open your social media.
Yeah.
let me tell you, that
Like,
happened.
I had I don't wanna
Months
say-
ago.
okay, I had got a request from someone. And I didn't even look at it because I didn't know who they were. But when I looked at the page, it was basically. So I was like, I'm not defending this person. I was like, I'm deleting this request because I don't want to be
They
accused of nothing. I'm
Which
just
I,
trying to tell you. And they had friends, and it was a normal person, and then they tried to send a message too. So I had to block the whole thing out.
Mm.
But yeah, but this was definitely someone who was, they had pictures of themselves and everything.
They were
I was like,
They were Giant fans,
Really?
Trav.
"Yep." I don't know. I don't know.
They had something that was giant, all right.
I'm not under attack.
Let me
I'll
tell you
what,
something. Khadijah, I think it was like a month ago. I'm on Facebook, right, at work, and I'm scrolling, and all of a sudden I'm seeing these ads, and I mean just breast schmeckles. I'm talking about big old meat missiles with the snicker veins in it, and I'm like, click, what is the hell is going on with Facebook? And I'm like, why am I getting all these ads? And then it
Yeah.
happened again to a lot of people. I haven't seen any of it, and I'm a little jealous because I wanted to partake in it so that I can be like, ooh, I'm disgusted.
Well, you know what? You know what it is. You know what it is. It's a lot of it is not when this is just a new trend. A lot of these women are out there advertising their OnlyFans pages through YouTube, through Facebook, and they show
But they
very
be
good
showing
things.
stuff like
Yeah.
they literally show you.
But my
like,
whole thing is like you're advertising, but you know how like when you watch a trailer, in the trailer it feels like you just watched the whole movie. That's how I feel about it. Like, why do I need to go to your OnlyFans? I basically got what I needed to see.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
It's to have you come back for more, I guess. I don't know.
I'm getting bombarded with ED medication ads. Like, yeah, really? I mean, every third post is you want a strong penis? What the? How come I'm not getting that? Hold on. Facebook, send that to me.
We got enough keywords in this, so maybe some. Why are y'all both coming over here now?
They want attention from you, kiddo.
Oh,
Okay.
Trip, yeah, you're missing it.
Oh,
face.
Facebook, send it to me. Algorithm. Come on now. Come on. Somebody. I ain't getting nothing.
Jay.
What? Oh, algorithm. Really? Facebook. Central Market? Really? Come on, Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Facebook.
Yeah. But that's what's been
It's
bothering me.
disgusting.
I'll be at work in the lunchroom, go on Facebook. I'm like, well, it's just awkward if someone walks behind you. It's like it's not even me.
The closest I get is light skinned Keisha from Power. This sucks.
I don't know. I don't know what I can tell you.
I'd be like, delete.
It's they're starting to merge everything with everything. I mean, that's it. OnlyFans started this all off. So
Yeah,
that's
I was shocked. I'm like, how is Facebook letting all this nudity get by? And if I call somebody stupid, I get 30 days.
Right. Ridiculous.
well, listen. What about that? What about that incident in Uber? The Uber driver was driving a pool home, and the woman in front gave him oral, and the person in the back literally videotaped it and sent the Uber complaining. And all they basically did was refund the woman who was complaining's trip, and that was it. That was all that came of it. Even though she videotaped it, you allow your drivers to do something like this in the car while they're driving, complete strangers. The woman in the front was so drunk, she went down on the guy. Unreal. Yeah.
Uber application. Uber application.
I'm telling you.
Well,
that because again, it's the algorithm. Trip, you told somebody to shut up, that's considered hazardous. So they said, "Oh no, we got to go ahead." Yeah.
They say I'm bullying when I tell people.
That's bullying, but you can have a picture of all ass out, and that's fine. It's amazing.
I get Angela Bassett. Really? Come on. Come on.
wholesome.
Yeah, well, it all depends. It all depends on what you're searching through Google, and then what'll happen is that there'll be a little bit of what they call it, either a cookie or a tick, and then once you go to Facebook, all of a sudden you'll start seeing ads for whatever you were searching in Google. That's how they get
you. I see that all the time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I've had it where I've said something to somebody, and then I go on my phone, and then I get on Facebook, and then I see ads.
Yeah, that definitely happens. Yeah.
And it's wild now. The
It's
algorithm
listening to you.
Give me the 6 megabillion numbers.
Yeah, that's coming up Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play it when I'm in Atlanta, even though if when I win, I'm gonna have to pay them state taxes. That sucks. If I win it here, I don't have to pay no state tax, just federal.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. So you could buy in a different state, you got to pay their state tax on top of the federal tax.
Exactly. Now, if you play it in Texas,
Yeah.
you don't have to pay the state tax because we don't have them.
So okay, so it doesn't matter for me then. If I buy in New York, I'm gonna have to pay New York state tax. All right, I got you.
Yeah.
That I didn't know. All right. Now, either way, listen, you win a billion. What are you gonna give back? Doesn't matter. You're still walking away with a few $100 million, right? That's a no-brainer right there.
Man, let me tell you, it's highway robbery, but I'll take a couple $100 million versus the couple of $100 I got in my bank account.
There you go.
I'll kick and scream and complain, but I'm not taking no 30 payments. Hell, I'm 53. I don't even know 30 years. The last payment be when I'm 83. No, give me all my money now and watch how I what's that dance them kids doing now? The jitty, the gritty. I'll gritty right out that damn door. Right out the door. I don't even. I just be faking it. I'm doing the shitty.
Every one of those lotto millionaire and billionaires, they all wind up broke at the end. And you know what they all say? They say, "I'll do it all over again because man, I partied and I didn't work for 20 years. So be it. I'll do it all over again." They're not worried about it. Yeah. You got to go out in a blaze of glory. Get all the money up front and just go on a tear. Leave a few $100,000 at the end in something locked up,
Oh no, I ain't blowing through no 100, 200 million. That's ridiculous.
I don't know how people do that.
I'ma still be frugal. That's the smart way of saying cheap. I am no. And the one word that I'm going to repeat repeatedly to people, no.
But you're gonna spend it on yourself. I hope you spend it on yourself. I mean, I hope you really go,
You know what? Now my family members, I'll break them up, but I wouldn't honestly, I wouldn't tell nobody. I would try my best because here in Texas, you can claim the money anonymously.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that word, right, Travis? Anonymously?
Yeah, anonymously.
I've been reading, boy. I've been reading.
Yeah, they have it now every state though. You can do that now. They don't put your picture in the paper anymore. They don't do anything.
Yeah, because I'm like, just give it to me anonymously, and then I'll lie to my family members and be like, I won this money at a poker tournament. Here, take this because they know I play poker.
Mm-hmm.
So I will make it a whole elaborate scheme. I'll run up to the casino and have the dude put a whole bunch of chips in front of me that ain't worth a damn thing, and put up 2 cards and be like, and on the caption, I'll be like, oh, $400,000. Yeah, I won. All right, thank you. Take these damn chips away. And then when they see me, they be like, oh, cuzzo. I'll be like, yo, man, here's 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? Go buy you something nice. Don't call me.
So it's a one-shot deal with you for everybody that asks.
You know, pretty much. I'll be like, give me your biggest bill. You know what I'm saying? And I'll pay it off. Stuff like that. Like my siblings and my moms. Oh, they set for life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Close friends and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This podcast would be blowed up, But for the most part, people would know. They would have to guess because I'd be like, I'm not telling you nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be saying nothing either.
You would know that I'm living different when you walk up into my house and I got a giraffe in the living room. I'd be like, this is Jerry. Say hello to Jerry. And then my tiger come out the back, talking about doing the gritty.
You know what? That's a good question. Khadijah, our favorite millennial, if you win the mega on Friday, what would you do with it?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? You got to do something.
No, I would most likely give some money to my family, and other than that, it'd just be
chilling on your mountain of money, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't really. I don't even think
whatever the hell you want to do is what you would do.
And then just save it. I would still go to work.
Mm-hmm.
I put it towards probably making clothes and starting, with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as friends, I don't think I really tell them. It'd just be situations like, oh man, my car is acting up, or blah, say blah. Like if they're telling me something about their life that's happening, like sending them random money and never just telling them anything about where it came from.
Mm.
And it's gonna seem weird, but it's me, so they're probably just gonna be like, "You're so weird," and thank you. No, it wasn't too questionable.
I
don't think
I ain't going to work unless
there's no reason to really go to work, unless you just want to feel normal.
Oh,
and just be like, and just wait for someone to piss you off just so you can quit on purpose. Something like that. I'll go, and the first person that makes me mad, I'm gonna be like, F you, I don't need this job. You know what I'm saying? Other than that.
From everybody hates Chris. I'm making 2 jobs.
Nah.
It's funny that you brought that up, Travesty, about quitting, because there are guys going around on YouTube. They're YouTubers, like they call themselves YouTubers, and they go to like McDonald's and all these fast food jobs, and they say, "We'll give you $20,000 to go in and quit." And they'll say, "No, I love my job. We'll give you $30." This one guy was a manager, and they gave him $50 grand to go and quit. He went in there and he told everybody off. You're a slob. You stink. You smell the whole thing. And he left, and they handed him $50 grand cash. It was hysterical.
Where are they getting money to just be here? I need to find these people. Like what?
Yeah.
Who was it, Mr. Beast?
Well, I don't know if it were Mr. Beast, but Mr. Beast does weird stuff like that too. Yeah, he does stuff like that. He'll just come up to you out of nowhere and say, "I'll give you $100 grand if you go quit your job or whatever." Do anything.
Yeah. That wouldn't be enough for me. You got to give me a few million for me to quit my job. Like, Nah, 50 grand. I'll blow through that in a month.
Well, you know, to be honest with you, if I won the mega, what I would basically, I'm not even gonna lie. If I won the mega, I'd go buy an island. I would go buy an island, start my own country.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's what I would do.
Peterville.
Yeah, they Politeville.
Yeah. Honestly, I would keep it to myself.
Mm.
I'd give my job a 2-week notice to notice I'm not there for 2 weeks. And I start my production company.
That's cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
start my
this way you
production
have a
company and
long,
start
ongoing investment.
and start doing big comedy shows because I want to be like Stan Lathan. You know, that's the man who produced the Kings of Comedy and a lot of these comedy specials.
Right.
So
right.
that's what I would do. And I would play a boatload of poker, baby.
Mm.
Everywhere I go,
Blow it all on poker.
poker.
Yeah,
So
nah,
what
I
would you do?
help my family, friends, and then sit on it for a bit to really think about something. See, you got a solid plan. I think I'd have to sit on the money for a bit to, come up with
Yeah,
something.
honestly, me too. I don't know if I'd really do anything special, but I would. But I don't know what else I would do. Is what I'm trying to say.
You know, Khadijah, you had a good idea though, starting up your clothing line. I mean, look, Vera Wang started in a one-room little tiny shop doing wedding gowns until she married a billionaire. But that's what Vera Wang was doing. She started in a little tiny, almost like a dry cleaning, like kiosk almost. Yeah.
Yeah, but I need for it to work the first time, so I think a little bit more thinking.
Listen, if I buy the island, you know, you can come over there. You know, we'll start the whole thing up over there. You'll be on the island. Tax free, Khadijah.
Oh man, sounds like we got to figure out the probabilities.
I don't even want to know. They say you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning.
Yeah, it's 320 million to 1.
Well, somebody's got to win it. It's going to be
Almighty, when he answered all the prayers and because a lot of the people asked to win the lottery, everyone ended up getting like $17.
Wow.
Only because he answered every prayer yes.
Oh, you talking about that movie with Jim Carrey?
That was that Bruce Almighty.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I saw that.
That was Bruce Almighty. That sure was. Mm-hmm.
That'd be something.
That would be.
Now, granted, would any of y'all want to deal with the headaches that come along with it?
Well, I think if you were saying like if everybody were to do it, you're gonna do it, Travis and Khadijah, I'm just gonna go ahead and sit on it and not tell anybody, but just happen to have a few bucks here and there to help people.
Every time something happens, I'll come up with something in
here. Yeah. But somehow
that would be
you're gonna get credit cards, phone calls talking about, oh, my uncle is dying. I'd be like, well, tell him I said what's up. Click.
Yeah, well, they stopped doing that too. They don't release your information even to the charities anymore. Oh, charities used to, they used to immediately when you won a lot of charities would be calling the next day. Oh, save the whales, save the seals, everything. But they don't do that anymore. No one knows if you.
My uncle's about to lose his leg. Well, get him a bike. Whatever. No. I told you my favorite word. No.
The one thing you have to do is you have to get a smart money manager. Investment.
Yeah, you have to do that, and a tax attorney. But then who's gonna watch them?
You gotta watch. You gotta get those statements, man, and just comb through those statements. You're not gonna have anything else to do. You're not gonna be working, so just comb through those statements, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, with the little bit of money I got now, if Wells Fargo had a counter of how many times I go and look at my money,
look, I do the same thing at least 3 or 4 times a day.
I'm like, nah, I'm not about to let y'all get away with nothing. Because Travis, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if it was in Atlanta, but a bank teller was stealing the change from customers. Like 5 cents here, 10 cents there. Nobody really pays attention to the cents. And
Right.
they did that for years until they got caught. And I was like, man, that was ingenious. I never paid attention until after I saw that, till I saw that story. Now I look at the change.
Mm-hmm.
I was so focused on the dollars, but I never paid attention to the change. And that person racked up millions, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
In money.
That's so true. Because stores do that too. It's like, who told you not to give me my 15 cents? Like sometimes they'll give you the dollars and not give you the rest. And I gotta look and be like, so you just gonna keep my 20 cents? Like,
Oh
It's
yeah,
the principle.
they're slick
Give
with
me-
the roundup.
I don't care if it's 2 pennies. Give me my 2 pennies.
Yeah.
but not that oh man, does anyone have the issue of because you could tap to pay with your phone that you just spending money and you don't realize it?
Mm.
No, just me? Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
I mean, yeah, I think about that. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Repeat that.
That because you can tap to pay with your phone, like on an iPhone, you can double click I think it's your lock button and your card comes up, like your wallet. And you know, tap to pay. And because I don't have to think about going in my bag, doing this and the third, getting the card, and I can just tap, I think I spend more money now than I did. I don't have to think about that.
That
I
makes
haven't
sense.
I haven't graduated to the phone, you know, paying with my phone. Now I do have a debit card where I could tap, and you know, I like to tap it. I like tapping.
Put in your wallet.
I
I
didn't
like
upgrade to that
Makes-
card yet. I got one, but I'm still using my chip one.
Listen, I
Yeah.
belong to a credit union. They can't afford the tap cards. We don't get any of that high technology. So
One day.
I had to say we have reached the magic time, everybody.
Oh,
so,
oh,
Oh,
Yes, we have. We're late.
yeah. Well, yeah, we are. We started a little bit late, but yes, we did reach the magic time. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll start the side off, and we'll see everybody next week. So starting the side off with Khadijah, our favorite millennial.
Welcome to a new year. Keep your head up. Be aware of weird Facebook porn and enjoy your night, day, year, month. Bye.
All right, Trip J.
well, Happy New Year. This is the year of victory. Everybody is going to win. You heard it here first. Everybody is going to win. Also, we have new US Roundtable t-shirts. In the coming episodes, we'll let you know how you can purchase one. Everybody have a good 2023. Be prosperous and watch out for Facebook porn.
I want to wish everybody a happy new year, and yes, we should all look out for Facebook porn. Watch out for that. Happy New Year, everyone! And I agree with you, Trip. Everybody's going to win this year. And to quote my significant other, let's all be debt free in 23. Travesty, over to you.
We out. Go Giants.